right as soon as the second auto hit. And when it came back up, there were already 3 hits of the towers for the second time around.
That's fine. Just hit it as soon as it's back up again. Yep.
Okay. So sorry, my sim is just like in a loop right now.
Okay. Who's missing? 2, 4, 6. I know Malefic's
Nalu.
in traffic. Nalu.
Let me in.
I'll be right back.
He's always in our hearts. Oh, I meant to ask you, Vern. Have you tried barbecue burger? Five Guys.
No, there's not one here. Like I'd have to go on a road trip.
Okay. Special thing.
Yeah.
We could share
That's the
Which is
same
why
case
I've
for me.
only tried it the once. So
Okay, okay. We'll always remember. You can get grilled onions and mushrooms.
I will definitely give them another shot at some point. But if they fuck up 2 grilled cheeses, dead to me.
I mean,
Starting
you have a
Exaflares.
point. But on the other hand, if all you do is meat all day, right? For cooking.
Grilled cheese is very rudimentary.
So when I worked at
Start in.
Wendy's, oh god.
Move. Move.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah, don't go fast.
Don't remove.
Don't
Yeah.
go back fast.
Starting Exaflares.
I'll be casting, so
Yeah, I won't
Yeah.
actually be running around like a crazy person. Well, I
have
might not. Okay, start the set out. Start out. Assume it's red. Move. Move.
And wait. Well,
Why it's not here, so it's fine.
I think after I think you can max melee after you go out.
Yeah. Start in. Blue. Assume it's blue.
Okay.
Wait.
You moved really early, Nalu.
There's nothing on my there's nothing on my screen. It's just the floor.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Let me reset it. Is it better now?
You could try going Death Heavens, come back.
Still just you guys and the floor.
Map changing. Starting Wrath of the Heavens.
Do you have a floor now?
I've had the floor. Oh, there he is. I see him now.
The tanks have to go on the right and left side of the hitbox because they are also going to get hit there.
Yeah, those are AoEs.
Yeah.
They hurt.
So the 3 of you will. Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay, let's run through it. I know Mal isn't here, but like I just kind of want to run through the whole phase. So it's gonna start with the Exaflare. So we're gonna do that.
Starting
movement, which obviously I can
Exaflares.
actually simulate in here. It's gonna be casting, and then Thornton's here, and let's assume that he's actually red this time. So we're gonna start out. Let's start out. And we're gonna move. You're gonna move again. And then we're gonna prep for trying. I'm gonna turn off. Okay, so then ignore the Exaflare shit. So then the first trine will be, or Trinity, not trine. Oh my god. First Trinity will be Vio should be underneath, and the tank should be on either side. That's gonna hit, and then Mal's gonna move underneath. That's gonna hit, and then it's gonna do Akmorn's Edge. So go to your positioning for Akmorn's Edge. Assuming there his foot is, yeah.
And then we'll zoom in.
Okay.
To note if it's out for that, after the fire, you want to go in for heals.
Yes, every mechanic starts with an outer in. That's a good point. So with Akmorn's Edge, you have to see if he's red or blue. If he's red, start out and then move in. If he's blue, you can just stay in, just right inside the hitbox. And then after the Akmorn's Edge, the range are gonna go inside the hitbox, so it should be Nalu first, and then Trevor. And then for Giga Flare's Edge, we are going to actually move opposite of the first one. So let's assume the first one's at A. So we'll move down here. We're going to stand out or in on the hitbox, depending on what it does. So let's assume it's out, so we'll be a little bit farther. After the first one hits, pop sprint, move all the way across and, kind of far out if you can. I know melee need to do uptime, but I would say for the first hit, kind of overshoot it so that we can heal you for the second hit and then move in. Should be fine for the third hit. And then
Right after that,
yeah.
tanks need to reposition
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
north or south.
And then I'm gonna be in for the Trinity there. No, everybody
No.
has to move the same for healing here. You cannot do, we're either all running through or we're all doing merry-go-round. Yep.
Yeah.
So I think we all just decided moving through looked easier. That looks so much better to me since I
You
can
can
then,
do a fancy
Yeah.
backup
Can
via.
actually heal.
yeah. And then I'll be the first Trinity, and then I'll move out, and Baron will go in. And then it just does the same thing over. So it'll be Exaflares again, which I can load.
Mm-hmm. So
Starting
Amy,
Exaflares.
for Trinities, it's pretty much whoever's going to be for splitting. Whoever's main tank's going to be in front. Off tank's just a little off to the left, and then we'll
Mhm.
swap afterwards. And we can just practice, or we could just do that. It should work for every single one of them. At least from what I've
It
seen.
should work, yeah. I'll tell you it will work, yeah.
Yes, he
Or
has to
one.
be facing
Yeah,
North
north or
A or
south.
one. It can be either
Yeah.
way.
A or
Yeah.
L1, yeah.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
assume we're gonna
so
start in on this one.
Nice.
We are in the simulator.
So is the north or south just for
just
the
for
map
this.
to
Yep.
look nice?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
It's
And
just so you
not
can
for
use the map.
exaflare patterns. Okay,
Nope. It means absolutely nothing for Exaflare. It's just so it looks nice.
cool.
Mhm.
I
I
guess
was
if he's
curious.
facing the wrong way though, then you can just
You do the same movement, it's just less
Yeah.
precise.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still
it's still gonna be on
But
his
Onto the
butt.
eighth of
point
it.
and then
Yeah.
straight back.
Okay.
It's still gonna be essentially center of the circle and then back.
Is it
And
always at 1 then? Because like see how this one is at 1?
No, it's on his butt itself. It's
On his
because of the
butt.
swords on his. Because it has a sword on his tail. By each sword
Right,
that
I'm
he
saying
does
like if
Exaflare.
he's facing 1, would it put the
Yeah, it's
Exaflare
gonna
at
be A.
A?
yeah.
Yeah, it would be an
Yeah.
A. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it does his 2 flanks and his
So if
ass.
he is face wrong, just go to his flank, move in, and then move,
Move out.
Some
We can-
distance straight
yeah,
back.
you
Yeah.
can do it. It's really not that far. Like it's literally like you guys are saying it. It's like middle of this marker out. So count to like 1.5 and then stop
Yeah.
moving.
Basically the distance of an Exaflare.
It's essentially like these markers are symmetrical, right? So it's the inside of this marker would essentially be the inside of this marker.
Right, I'm not sure how our markers seem very exactly positioned, even though I didn't.
If you did it around the circle, then the circle's a circle, right?
Yeah.
So it's literally
I'm just
outside
saying
of
in the
his hitbox
instance
and then
compared to where they are on the floor here.
Mhm.
You can look at it. Right, you can look at it in there the first couple times and see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be on red
All right,
markers
let's run
always.
through it again. So I'm gonna reload the Trinity and we're just gonna run through the whole phase. So after the first, not Trinity, Exaflare, just ignore them and we'll just continue on the phase.
Starting
I think I'm
Exaflares.
gonna call everything Trinity.
Just because
Okay,
he
so we'll
does
do
it
the
8
Exaflare. Let's
times.
start in. Because it's like sets of 3. Okay, get ready to move. Move. Wait. Move. Wait. First melee in. Should be Vio. Okay. Second melee goes in. Ignore the Exaflares now. So it'll be Mal. Okay. And then
And
it's gonna
then-
cast for Akmorn's Edge. So go to
yeah,
your
and then we would swap,
relative position.
Yeah, I've invoked in the game in the simulator right now.
We assume out.
Okay, and let's assume that this one is in first, so we'll be in and we'll just stay in for the Akmorn's Edge. All right, and then after Akmorn's Edge, the range will go in, should be Nalu first. And then Trevor
Okay.
after Nalu.
and then you would be, yep. And then I would
Okay,
be
and then
out.
we're gonna prepare for Giga Flare's Edge. Let's assume that the first one is gonna happen at 3. So we're gonna move to C. We're all gonna stand together. Let's assume that it's in first, so we'll be up here. Pop sprint, run across. Move kind of far out again for the first one just to make sure that we're safe, and then you can move in for the next hit. And then Harlan is going to move under. The tanks are going to reposition. It's going to do
Wherever he's facing.
Trinity. I'm going to move out. Aaron's going to move in. Okay, and then it's going to do exaflares again. so I'll
Starting
reload those, I
exaflares.
guess.
Gonna blow 2 minutes after that Giga.
Okay.
And pot there.
Let's assume this one is out first. And move. And move. Okay, and then the melee are gonna prep under with the tanks.
Yeah.
Perfect, and then swap. Perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna get ready for Akmorn's Edge. Let's assume that it's in first. Well, I guess if it's
For
in, then
for
it's in
Akmorn's
done.
Edge, the tanks are always on his ass, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and after Akmorn's, Nalu's gonna go in. And then swap with Trevor.
We have to get away from the tanks too there soon.
Yeah, you can't.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Bio, you
I
would
was
not be
just
keep
yeah. I was
coming at us.
I think we should
Okay.
just stay on.
Yeah. So the only people that should be moving are the 2 tanks and then the people going in.
The tower there, because the tanks are always on the butt, he will always spin 180 to the
Yeah.
main tank. So
That's the plan, is to just to stay, like, he's just gonna go back and forth between A and 1. Like, it's gonna be easier instead of trying to run all the way around him or move through and try and not get clipped by the DPS.
yeah. Other thing, I seen that after the tank buster, there is no time to actually face him, so it's gonna stay like the way we took the
Yeah.
tank buster. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just gonna swap between A and 1 pretty much the
Mhm.
entire phase. All 3 minutes of it. And 8 Trinities.
Yeah. It depends where Giga is, basically.
Yeah.
Because if
I mean-
Giga is on 3 or C, it's gonna actually be easier to adjust to A, but it's either A or 1. It's just gonna be the other way around.
Just
Mhm.
go to his butt.
For the proximities, do I
Mhm.
just need to add all? Does he do a cast when those 3
Yeah,
go out?
there's a cast.
So I just
yeah.
gotta add all the cast. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
Giga Flare's Edge is the
Giga Flare's Edge. Okay.
Yeah.
cast.
Well, the 3 and C diamonds are different than the A and 1 diamonds in the arena.
Can I
Yeah,
ask
It's
about?
fine. The tanks can do it. I don't think it's worth really analyzing too much. It shouldn't be a problem.
Can I ask about calls during that phase, since I'll be calling out mitigation? I just wanted to know, are we calling in and out and Trinities?
I can call in out.
Okay.
I think Trinity people should be paying attention, but we can try to call
Okay.
like first, second.
in every video I watched, somebody was saying who to go in. But all of it was like people that cleared really early though. So, but
I was gonna say something. Basically, this phase just repeats, so it's always the same order. There's just not a last Giga Flare's Edge. There's only 2 Giga Flares. And for the towers, I think we talked about myself, Aaron, and Lai being the first tower. I would say we should take the same tower location as is in our light party groups, like for the Akmorn's Edge. I think they're set up the same way, correct?
Yeah, they are.
So Lai, you would be on the butt. I'll go to
Mhm.
the 1-1, and Varen will go to the 2. And then who's second would be Amy.
Ranged and Amy.
Are the
That's
ranged
what-
in 2 different groups too?
I'm in the left group.
Perfect.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
same thing, just And then the last one, don't go in them.
And then
Just
Vio and Mal just pray and hit your buttons.
yeah, don't actually step in the tower though. Just let it explode. Okay. Any other questions?
And everyone
Um,
else nerd screams.
I do want the 2-minute cooldowns call out.
Yeah,
Sure.
that would be helpful to me after the Giga Flare. And then is it during the Ockmorn?
Yeah, it's during the last one, but
Okay.
I don't see a reason not to just, especially if it's like out. Well, actually, no. You got to go in anyways for heals, even if it's out and in. So yeah, I guess it's just during the.
Do you know? Well, never mind. It really doesn't matter. I will hit it when I can.
The video you posted, Vern, is the 2 minutes off like right when
I think
when
it's
does
during.
Yeah.
then.
second flare?
There's like
From
there's like a
my
hit. Yeah, there's
simulation.
like a hit or two, and then they would be up.
They waited in the one that I did, but I think you lose some of the. I actually don't know the pros and cons versus waiting.
And is
for the
potion up
party.
as well during 2 minutes
The first one, yes.
We should be potioning during
for the first one? Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
Why are the tinctures of mind so cheap right now? They're
I think
700
everyone's
gold.
purging everything before.
Yeah, getting new ones on Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, if you don't have pots, you should buy them right now because they're very cheap. No excuse to not have potions.
Somebody bought them for me.
Oh yeah. Wasn't me, okay? Wasn't
Okay.
me.
Hey, Amy, are you bursting during the enrage of?
Razogre and Nihog or something?
No, the other one. The last phase. Are you bursting during enrage?
Oh yeah, probably yeah. Since I'll have Delirium up since it's like 1 minute, and I'll have like 3 Edge of Shadows
On fire.
around there.
Okay.
It's always like it's usually that much. How I deal with it.
The only reason I'm asking is it's during my burst window when I go in.
Okay, it makes sense actually. Yeah. I can probably burst earlier actually. I'll just see. It depends how it ends on Nihog and Razvoga actually. I would
Okay.
say.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna see it once or twice.
There's like a 45-second
I mean,
wait
I should
between
probably
the two
go
phases.
earlier. Yeah, I mean, I should go earlier because my burst is smaller than yours. You know,
Uh-huh.
your burst is probably longer.
It is. It's
Yeah.
it's what, 22 seconds, 21 seconds?
Yeah, mine is like 12 seconds or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
20
only do like
seconds, no mercy.
yeah, no mercy sucks on that
Yeah.
part.
Mhm.
I'd say just
Okay,
like
so you
fight
two
or
are
flight.
swapping.
Yeah,
So
probably.
Amy
Yeah.
with healers, lie with ranged.
Yeah.
Okay.